So I want to take a look at the Samsung Galaxy S7 today, guys. I feel like I have been neglecting the S7 because I've been focusing too much on the S7 Edge and the LG G5. But here's a look at the phone. Samsung Galaxy S7. So what do we have here? We have a 5.1 inch screen size, 2K Quad HD display. Really nice looking phone. This is the gold color, and I have right now a clear case. It looks super nice. We have on the back 16 megapixel rear camera, the flash heart rate monitor. On the front we have a 5 megapixel front facing camera, the home button at the bottom, which is also the fingerprint scanner. 4 gig of RAM, my friends, 4 gig of RAM, octa-core processor. This phone doesn't support quick charge 3.0. It doesn't. It's only 2.0, which is still pretty good, but it's not gonna be, you know, the new 3.0 technology, which the LG G5 supports. Last but not least to mention, guys, this takes also micro SD card. I believe it's up to 200 gigabyte. And actually, I take that back. Not last but not least, there's two more things to say about this phone now. A bigger battery with, I believe it's a 3000 milliamp battery, which is way bigger considering the size of the phone. You can probably go like a day and a half with this phone now. The other thing to mention too, it's waterproof. This phone is waterproof. It can go in the water and nothing is gonna happen. It's not gonna get ruined or anything like that though. So why don't we take a look at some benchmarking scores. We're gonna take a look at the camera. We're gonna do some performance tests. Let's start right now. I can't forget my cup of coffee. All right, so here's the beautiful phone. There are a lot of birds outside, so I apologize for the noise of the birds. Hopefully we don't get too many cars driving by, but take a look at this beautiful phone here. Here's a look at the quick settings. We can go ahead and edit the quick settings and move them around here by just hard pressing any of them, changing the order. So that's pretty cool. We get access to the main settings of the phone right here. Now let's talk about always on display. So display cannot be used or activated if you have the power saving mode on. So always on display is right here under the quick setting. Of course, you can also go into the settings and do more customization. I'll show you in a moment. But if I turn on here power saving mode, always on display, it's turn off. So you have to turn off power saving mode and always on display it's on. So if I lock the screen, there it is showing right there the time, the date, and the battery percentage. We can go ahead and change that if we go into the settings, display and wallpaper. Always on display, click right there, and it gives you the option here to change if you want to show the clock or the calendar or an image. And you can change the clock style. As you guys can see, there are multiple clock styles. And as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and change it for this one right here. Now when I lock the phone, there is a new clock style. All right, so let's see what else we have here. You know what, let's take a look at the camera right away. Double pressing the home button right here, it's gonna open the camera. And as you guys can see, the camera looks absolutely amazing. We're gonna put the cap right there. Maybe we take a picture of the cap. The interface looks similar to the one from last year. There are a few changes. I don't want to focus too much on these because pretty much is the same. The main feature is that it takes pictures really quick, as you guys can see. There's the recording. You can take pictures while you are recording, pause and stop the recording. You get quick access to the gallery right there, and under modes we get auto, pro, selective focus, panorama, video collage, live broadcast, slow motion, virtual shot, food, hyperlapse, and then you can even download more modes. Under the pro mode, obviously you can control a lot of things here manually, as you can see. And that's not new, that was there before. Here on the left side we get access to effects, so you can apply effects before you start filming or taking a picture. You get the HDR, timer, flash. Now, one thing to mention here that it's I think it's important to mention something different from this year. Honestly, I don't know if it's something bad or good. I think a lot of people don't like it, and me personally, I would rather have the maximum megapixel resolution at the 16:9 aspect ratio rather than 4.3. So if you're looking at 12 megapixel, you have to do it at 4.3, which is gonna be a square, rather than the 16:9, but then you have to go down to 9.1 megapixel. That's, I don't know, that's my complaint right there. Here's a look at the video recording options. You get up to 4K, and you can record in 1080p at 60 frames per second. Looking at the front-facing camera here, there we are. The front-facing camera pretty much offers about the same than last year. Here on their modes, there's selfie, wide selfie, video collage, live broadcast, and virtual shot. So that's as far as the camera. I'm gonna include pictures and videos of this phone later. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at some benchmarking scores and play some high graphic games. Okay, I lied. I want to show you first before the high graphics and the benchmarking, the multi-window feature. If we click right here on the recent applications, you get access to all the applications that you had opened, and then we can split the screen in two by looking at two different things. So for example, here's YouTube, and then I'm gonna select right here Google Chrome. So we're looking at YouTube on the top and Google Chrome on the bottom, and of course we can go ahead and collapse or close all. All right, before we look at games and benchmarking, let's go ahead and turn on here the game launcher. This is something new that comes with these phones this year. I don't know if this is something from Samsung only, or this is something related with Android 6. I think it's just from Samsung, but there's something called game launcher. So if we click right there, you can turn it on, and there are pretty cool features and advantages of this game launcher. Let's take a look at this here. So there are different features. One of the most important things about this game launcher option is basically it lets you control, like if you don't want to get access to phone calls or text messages or something like that when you are playing a game, then you can do that, and it's not gonna interrupt your game. Also, it's gonna group together your games inside of this game launcher. So if we click right here, we acknowledge these disclaimers, click on start. So now we are here. So as you can see, it's grouping right here inside of this launcher the games that I have on the phone. So there is the option save power during game. So we're gonna click right there. So this gives you three options right here. You can turn it off and have the normal resolution and frames per second. Save power, so it's gonna lower the resolution, and the frame per second is gonna be 30 frames per second. And save maximum power, it's gonna be extremely low resolution, but you're gonna keep the frame per second at 30. And like I said before, the other option too is you don't get interruptions during playing a game. So I'm sure that happened to you before. It happened to me. I've been playing a game, somebody called me, and you know, it ruins the game. So let's go ahead and start with this game here. Sorry, I have to interrupt the review, but you know, I need a coffee break. All right, guys, so now we're playing this game here, Nova 3, which offers amazing frames per second. So let's see what happens here. Kill you right now. Kill you again. All right, guys, I want to show you quick here another feature. You can go ahead and take screenshots in two different ways. We're looking here at CNN webpage, and take a look at this headline here. Something is going on with the Republicans. If you guys want to give me your thoughts on which person you want to be the the candidate for the Republicans, go ahead. I know politics is a delicate subject, But we're looking here at the CNN page, and we can take screenshots by swiping our hand over the screen like that. So as you can see, it captures a screenshot, and you can swipe down. There is a screenshot right here, and from this point you can go ahead and share it using any of the tools right here, put in a social media or whatever. Now another way to capture screenshots, I'm gonna go ahead and delete it. It's by pressing the power button and the home button together at the same time. So let's go ahead and open CNN again and press both at the same time. And as you can see, it takes a picture and it captures a screenshot. All right, let's look at something else. Oh man, I'm in love with this cafe. I like it black. All right, so we're looking at the battery right now, and I want to show you a couple of features or options here within the battery. So we see power saving mode, ultra power saving mode, fast cable charging, it's on, show battery percentage, it's on, and we get this graphic right here and the breakdown right here of the battery usage. So power saving mode, pretty much everybody knows about power saving mode. You can customize right here if you wanted to start immediately, you know, when you're down to 50%, 20%, 15%, or 5% on. All right, let's go back here. There is more. Under more, this is what I wanted to show you. There is a optimized battery usage. Now this is something from Android 6, and a lot of people are not aware of this. This is going to improve even more the battery. I don't want to get too much into this, but basically you can select what apps you optimize or you don't optimize out. There is two options right here: apps not optimized and all apps. So this is all apps, and under apps not optimized, I have few things right here. So let's go to all apps, and let's say, for example, Google Chrome, it's on. So if I turn this off and I go right here, apps not optimized, we should see Chrome here. So now under apps not optimized, there is Chrome. So basically what this means is when you put the phone on a table, you're not using the phone, you lock the screen, you put on a table, apps continue activating and working in the background using RAM and consuming the battery. So with this application right here, you can decide what apps are optimized. The ones that are optimized are not gonna be accessing a background when you're not using the phone. Now, something to keep in mind here is, for example, like a radio station. Let's say you're at work, you're listening to a radio station, you put the phone on your desk and you lock the screen. What happens is, if you optimize that app, it's gonna kill that app. So this is why you have the option to select all apps or apps not optimized. So keep that in mind. This is a really cool feature here for the battery for Android 6. The other option here is an ultra power saving mode, which is going to turn everything black and white. Let's go ahead and do it. And it's gonna increase the battery dramatically. This is something more for like emergency situations. As you can see, everything is black and white, and you're also limited to the things that you can do. So I'm gonna turn off ultra power saving mode, and we're gonna go back to the regular power saving mode. But that can extend your battery, like even for like a week or something like that. One-handed operation. To be honest with you, this is not something that I think people will use with this phone, because this phone is a perfect size for everybody, 5.1 inch. So there's no excuse, unless, I don't know, you are like a child or something like that with small hands. But you can change the size of the screen, as well as the keyboard and the dialer. So reduce screen size, we click right there. One-handed input, click right there too. So now when we exit, if I access the dialer, take a look at that. The dialer, it's way small now, and I can go back and forth between right or left. Same thing here with the keyboard. As you guys can see, the keyboard now is resized, and you can also switch between left or right. So that's under one-handed operation. We can go ahead and deactivate that by going into the settings, advanced features, one-handed operation, and turn this off right here. All right, so another cool thing, guys, and I feel like this is more like a review tutorial, but that's okay. So another cool thing here, you can pinch with your fingers like this, and then you're gonna get access right here to all the screens. You can add more screens, and then down here you get access to wallpaper, widget, themes, and the grid. You can change the grid size, as you can see right there. Let's go back here. We don't want to change the grid. There is a themes. You can also change the themes on this phone. I'm not going to do it right now, but there is an option. There's access to all the widgets that this phone offers, or even widgets from applications that you downloaded, and there is the access to the wallpaper. You guys ready to take a look at the benchmarking scores? Benchmarking scores, you guys know that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, everything. But I decided to put the phone next together with the S7 Edge and the LG G5. You guys will be impressed, amazed, which phone got the bigger score. So let's go ahead and take a look at the benchmarking scores. Yeah, the day it's still a little cloudy, but hopefully we're gonna get better weather later. We get a lot of birds here making noises all freaking day. But let's take a look at the scores here. So I have right here, guys, together. I'm gonna read it to you in case you don't see it. So the S7 right here in the middle, this is the S7 Edge, and this is the G5. Believe it or not, my friends, the highest score is from the S7, 129,792 points. The next one is the G5 with 125,442, and the last one, or the lowest, is the S7 Edge with 124,887 points. So this little guy right here, the S7, it's super powerful, man. Alright, guys, another cool thing about the new Galaxies, it's the waterproof feature. So I think it's time for this phone to take a shower. Alright, guys, so like I said, another cool feature here on this phone is the waterproof option. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the phone inside of this glass here. You don't have to do anything. All the ports are already sealed from the inside. So here is the S7 taking a shower. Take a look at that. Now let me talk about this. I want to clarify with you guys some of these things, because I feel like there is a lot of misconception, or I don't know, people get the wrong impression of the waterproof feature. People always asking, the main questions that I received was, can I record videos underwater? The answer to that is you can, because yeah, you can use the phone underwater. But I want to clarify that the waterproof feature, it wasn't meant to be so people can use the phone underwater. The reason why they made the phone waterproof is so if in case there is an accident, you know, you drop the phone in water by accident, you know, or the phone comes in contact with water, you don't have to worry about it. Your phone is going to be protected and it's not going to get ruined. But the intentions were never so people can use the phones underwater. With that being said, you know, is it something necessary? I mean, maybe not, but definitely something very cool. You know, the fact that you can put a phone like this with such an amazing performance, camera, screen, everything underwater, and you're still gonna be okay. The phone is not gonna get ruined. All right, guys, I think that's all for right now. As you can see now, I'm gonna drink water. I feel like I've been drinking too much coffee today. But guys, I wanna thank you for watching this video. Give me your thoughts on your comments, and congratulations to you if you have this amazing Samsung Galaxy S7. Peace out, friends.